Hey guys, what is happening and welcome to a brand new squad builder. Today we're going to be doing a squad based around the pink Quaresma. Now, this is a card that I really wanted to use as soon as I saw it came out, and now I've been able to get my hands on it and we have made a team with it in. So let's go in and have a look at the squad. So as you can see, bit of a mix of silvers and golds, but obviously we've got that pink Quaresma in as well. In gold we've gone for Ricardo from Inter Milan. Then heading on to the right back, we've gone on with Zabaleta, very solid right back. We've got LOPEZ from Benfica at the first centre back position, nice and strong defender. Goes alongside Zapata from AC Milan. Then you've got that strong link there with Armero going in for a midfield 3. I've changed the formation up here, 4-3-3 I'm going with. Usually I like the 4-1-2-1-2, but I've gone with the 4-3-3 this time, which worked out really nice. We've got Freddie Garin, his inform card. Quintero, really nice player to use. Then we carry on that Argentinian link with Perez. Now this card is very difficult to get hold of, pretty rare card at the moment. It took me about sort of 20 minutes to get hold of one, just because he's got a transfer card as well, which is not in the Portuguese league. Then we head on to the left wing with Castillo, really nice card, I've used it before, bringing on this Colombian link as well, as you can see. Sort of build it Argentinian, Colombian, and then sort of the mix of the Portuguese league in with that as well, which worked out really nice for this squad. So we've got Castillo there, nice player, as you can see he's got them 4-star there, and yeah, really nice player to have in the squad. And we've also got Jackson Martinez with that decent Colombian link in the striker position, and then the main man Quaresma, as you can see there. Bought him for 150,000 coins. I think he's going for a little bit more now, so hopefully I can make a bit of profit when selling him. But then stats are really nice on card. You've got the 88 pace, 86 shooting, 88 passing, 92 dribbling, and the 70 physical actually comes in really handy in game, which you'll see in a moment. He's got the 5-star skill moves, obviously. He's got 10 goals in the 8 games that we played and 5 assists as well. So this is a squad. Let's go in and have a look at how the team played. Okay, so moving on to the footage that we got with this team, now I'm going to show you all of the goals that we scored using this team, so not only with Quaresma but other players. As you can see, he got off to a very nice start in the first game, and that outside of the boot finish seemed to be a very handy finish. Now, I'm going to pick up on Quintero straight away, an absolute non-rare beast in this team. Look at the acceleration that he's got here, just speeds past the players, but it's also the way that he was winning tackles all the time in the middle of the park. Playing him as that central man, I was a little bit worried. But I had to play him there for the reason that Garin got a better link on that left hand side rather than he did, just because the league had that Portuguese league staying in. And yeah, he played so well, and like you see here, Quaresma was absolutely awesome. Really was excited to get my hands on this card, and then when I started seeing some of these shots and the way that he plays is just incredible. I've used his base card a few times, and this card that I very much enjoy using, but then when I got my hands on this card, couldn't get my hands on the orange card until a little while ago, and then when I saw this card come out, I thought, well, I might as well use a squad builder using this one. As you can see, his shooting is incredible. Not only that, his dribbling and his free kicks and his corner taking is just all on point, and he's just such a strong player to have in the team. Obviously I did overuse him quite a bit. As you can see, quite a few little skill runs, sets up Martinez here, and I scored a few little skill runs goals. So I'm not a massive skiller, but this is where this kind of player comes in handy, because he gets you used to using a skillful player. See, here I don't have to use the skills that I've got with him. I can just use his brute pace. He's got great acceleration and really knows how to get past defenders well. Martinez here coming through and scoring a nice goal there for us. But with Quaresma, he just seems to have that just apparent skill. You only have to do simple tricks and you can get yourself a bit of space. See here, nice little flick into the middle and off the post, and in a really nice finish there from Quaresma. And he obviously can use both feet as well. He's just one of them players. He's a bit of a dream to play with. He's a bit of a cheap man's Ronaldo, but I wouldn't say that, because you don't have to feel too much like you're trying to use a Ronaldo when you're playing with him. You can just use him, enjoy playing with him, because he is such a good player to use as well. You can see he's weaving in and out of defenders, and I was blatantly overusing him against players, but he was still so much fun to use. But the best thing is, when you overuse a player, you can really bring in other players when you change it up. Players like Castillo and then obviously Martinez in the middle as well, really getting hold of the ball and having a chance to play sometimes. But Quintero was just incredible. Look at him here, just setting up absolutely everything, and another amazing shot there from Quaresma on the volley. And yeah, there's not too much from Quaresma that can really be said to be bad. You've all seen little clips in here of him using great strength. His physical seems to come in really handy, because good pace along with good physical just means an absolute nightmare for defenders. And These guys just giving up here at the end, giving us a nice easy goal to score. Moving into the last game now, and this is when I was really starting to get into full flow with this team. Guarin here finally picking up a goal. He was surprisingly quiet, although I do think that he did a bit of a silent player's role, and I know it sounds a bit of a silly one, but sometimes players that can just make space for others on the pitch by sort of dragging other players out of the game. It allowed players like Quintero to have that sort of free role. Castillo was very nice to have on that left hand side, and having that mix of different sort of players, silver and gold players, just actually blended really well and nicely together, to be honest. So if you can make this team, go ahead, use the coins. I think it was around sort of like 200k, 220k to build this team, so not too bad at all. Coming on to the last goal here now, Quaresma setting up Lopez there with header. Really nice header there for him. If you have enjoyed this video, then please drop a like. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.
And that's his day, because it could have easily hit the bar and come out, but it's gone in.
Well, there aren't many better sights than that when you hit the ball so